So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Now it's Hesse. He's looking wide. Gets into some space. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Pedri, pretty cagey early on from both sides. And it's Pedri. And it's Camavinga. Araujo. And Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Pinches it off him. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Chooses to go back. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely weighted ball. He's tried one! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that's a good-looking ball. Oh, good spread. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Rudiger. It's Pedri. And it's Camavinga. Tries to play it through. That looks a cracking ball. That is good strength. That's a good ball out wide. Very nicely done. Shot a goal! Sunset. Opts for safety. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Camavinga. Dani Olmo. For Valverde. And it's Pedri. Oh, it's come loose. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedri. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pedri. And Sunset. And it's Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No luck with that dink over the top. He's a sharp little ball here. Hesse is wide and looking to get onto this. And that is expertly dealt with. Camavinga. Rudiger. And it's Sunset. Dani Olmo. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Pedri, and it's Valverde. It's Camavinga. Dani Olmo. Camavinga. And this is Luis Suarez. Las Palmas finding their passes. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch. Chance!
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo running with the ball. A probing pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Substitution.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good ball, good take. Played out wide. Fired deep towards the back post. Oh, good looking ball. Sunset. Now it's Luis Suarez. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Dani Olmo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Pedri. Sunset. Over to the left.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Pedri. And it's Camavinga. Brilliantly cut out. Danger averted for now. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Camavinga could try cutting inside here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Five minutes left on the clock. Tries to pass it through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rudiger. Pedri. And he's forced to go back.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Araujo into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Sunset. Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He gets big! And he thumps it clear. And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Today's match day programmes are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from.
Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Punched away. Knocks it into space. Goulet's cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Valverde. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goulet. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Camavinga, looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Asensio wins the duel this time. Vinicius Junior. Pedri. Camavinga. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Valverde. And here's Suarez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Dani Olmo turns back here, probably the best option. Valverde. It's Pedri. Dani Olmo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tchouameni. Howson. And it's Bellingham. Camavinga. It's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Goulet. Oh, that's Valverde! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Goulet. Pedri does well to get it back.
Goulet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Sunset. And it's Pedri. Half-time getting close now. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And here's Vinicius Junior. It's a promising position. Now the delivery. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. That's a delicate pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Camavinga getting this one clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has not gone well. With Rudiger. It's Camavinga. Valverde. Now it's Luis Suarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Arda Güler. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dani Olmo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Arda Güler. Valverde. Valverde crosses. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Luis Suarez. Arsenal still this single goal behind. This looks promising. Now it's Sunset. And this is Luis Suarez. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it's played into the area. Camavinga can get it clear.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Camavinga. Güler. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Camavinga. It's Bellingham. On the through ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot a goal! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now this could be a chance. Can he get on the... and the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rudiger. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Rudiger. And it's Olmo. And Güler. Camavinga. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Güler. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get onto this?
Well played and well cleared.
Played it again. Caught offside that time. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Well read, nice interception. Araujo. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Dani Olmo. Güler. Ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Ball looks a good one. Koundé.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. It's Pedri. And it's Olmo. And here's Suarez. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Goulet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And no, he's seen through all of that. Pedri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goulet.
2 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Sunset. And that has been slung wide. And they win it back again. And that is that. Arsenal were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.